What if I told you the Bible isn't just a bunch of random tales, but a connected story that unveils God's plan for the world? It all kicks off with God creating this amazing world, filling it with life and order, and calling it good. Then he makes humans in his own image to reflect his character and help rule over everything. They get a choice: trust God and follow his lead, or go their own way and decide what's right and wrong. Sadly, they choose the latter, which leads to a whole bunch of problems. Their relationship with God goes south, and they start feeling shame, fear, and guilt. Even their relationships with each other get messed up, and they start hurting one another. The whole creation is affected too, and they face pain, suffering, and death. But God doesn't throw in the towel. He promises to rescue them from the mess they've made and get things back on track. He starts by choosing a guy named Abraham and making a deal with him. He pledges to bless Abraham's family and through them bless all nations. From there, Abraham's family grows into a big nation called Israel, who God saves from slavery in Egypt. He gives them his rules on Mount Sinai, showing them how to live as his special people in his presence. He even gives them a land to call home, where he hangs out with them in a fancy tent called the Tabernacle. But Israel struggles to keep God's rules and stay true to him. They worship other gods, mistreat the poor and foreigners, and ignore God's prophets. So God lets them be conquered and sent into exile. Even in exile, God doesn't forget his people. He promises to send them a new leader who will set things right, restore their relationship with God, and bring an end to evil. This leader is called the Messiah. Then things get wild when this Messiah shows up as Jesus of Nazareth. He's not just any leader, he's God in human form. He fulfills all the prophecies about the Messiah in some unexpected ways. He teaches about God's kingdom, performs miracles showing God's power and kindness, and challenges the authorities oppressing God's people. But here's the curveball. Jesus dies on a cross, taking on the punishment we deserve for rebelling against God. It's a powerful display of God's love, selfless, sacrificial, and unconditional. But the story doesn't end there. Jesus rises from the dead, proving he's conquered sin and death. He appears to his followers, tells them to spread the word about his life, death, and resurrection, then heads back to heaven, sending his Spirit to empower his crew to be his messengers. The story rolls on with the church, a community of folks who believe in Jesus and follow him. They're meant to be a sign of God's kingdom in the world, loving God with everything they've got and loving their neighbors as themselves. They're out there making disciples, helping the poor and oppressed, seeking justice and peace and worshiping God with heart and truth. The grand finale, a glimpse into the future when Jesus returns to judge everyone, renewing everything according to God's original plan. He'll wipe away every tear, rid the world of evil, pain, suffering, and death, and create a whole new heaven and earth. And best of all, he'll live with his people forever in a stunning city called the New Jerusalem. That's the Bible story in a nutshell. Creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. God's love for the world, hope for humanity, and an open invitation to join in. Pretty incredible, right? If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment below. God bless you.